Europe, a continent that often finds itself at the center of intense religious and cultural debates. Turn on the news, and you are flooded with headlines of rising Islamophobia, strict hijab bans, the desecration of holy books, and endless cultural clashes. In most Western media narratives, Islam in Europe is portrayed as a constant struggle, a conflict between two completely different worlds. But what if everything we are shown is only one side of the coin? What if, in the very heart of this continent, hidden behind the shadows of political tension, there is a country where mosques and churches share the same skyline, not in conflict, but in perfect harmony? A country where Muslims don't feel the need to hide their faith to belong, but practice it with absolute pride and dignity. How did a small European nation achieve what global superpowers are still struggling to figure out? Today, on Hidden Globe, we are breaking down the stereotypes and uncovering Europe's best-kept Muslim secret. When the world thinks of Croatia, images of the deep blue Adriatic Sea, majestic medieval walled cities, and stunning Mediterranean landscapes immediately come to mind. It is a dream destination for millions of tourists every single year. But beyond the postcard-perfect views lies a much deeper, untold story of social integration. If you look at the numbers, the reality might surprise you. According to the official national census, Muslims make up just about 0.8% of Croatia's total population. That is roughly 32,000 people in a country of millions. Statistically, it seems almost invisible. But in Croatia, the impact of the Muslim community is monumental, far outweighing their numbers. The majority of this community is of Bosnian origin, fully woven into the very fabric of Croatian society. They aren't pushed to the margins. Instead, they are the country's doctors, prominent engineers, celebrated artists, star athletes, and high-ranking politicians. They live a life where their Croatian nationality and their Islamic identity complement each other, rather than contradict. But to truly understand how this paradise of tolerance was built, we have to travel back in time, through centuries of war and empire. This exceptional harmony did not happen by accident, nor did it happen overnight. Islam's relationship with Croatia began centuries ago, in the 15th and 16th centuries, with the rapid expansion of the Ottoman Empire. For hundreds of years, the land of Croatia was a violent battleground between two massive superpowers, the Islamic Ottoman Empire and the Catholic Habsburg monarchy. Back then, Croatia was even given the title of the Antimural Christianitatis, the final defensive shield of Europe against the East. During these heavy conflicts, parts of Croatia came under Ottoman rule and Islam took root. Many locals embraced the faith, with some even rising to become grand viziers and top leaders within the empire. But when the Ottomans eventually retreated, the Muslim population dwindled to almost nothing. Mosques were converted or destroyed, and the sound of the adhan faded away. It seemed like Islam was destined to be just a forgotten chapter in Croatia's history. But then came the year 1916, a year that changed everything. On April 27, 1916, while Europe was tearing itself apart in the middle of World War I, the Croatian parliament did something extraordinary. They passed a revolutionary landmark law that officially recognized Islam as an equal, state-sanctioned religion on par with Catholicism. In an era dominated by colonialism and religious prejudice, this was centuries ahead of its time. It sent a clear message to the world: Muslims are not foreign outsiders. They are equal, respected citizens of this nation. Fast forward to the modern era, and this legal foundation has materialized into some of the most breathtaking Islamic architecture in all of Europe. These are not just hidden prayer rooms. They are proud, open monuments of faith. Take the Zagreb Islamic Center, built in 1987. Spanning over 10,000 square meters, it is a massive, stunning complex that serves as the heart of the community. Its 51-meter-high minaret blends traditional Islamic design with sleek, modern European art. Inside, it houses not just a mosque, but an Islamic high school, a rich library, a convention hall, a restaurant, and sports facilities. Then, in 2013, the coastal city of Rijeka witnessed the opening of another masterpiece. Designed by a famous Croatian sculptor, the Rijeka Islamic Center features a futuristic, five-dome design that looks like a piece of contemporary art, funded generously by International support. These centers are highly respected by non-Muslim locals. They aren't viewed with suspicion. They are celebrated as cultural landmarks where people of all backgrounds regularly meet, talk, and connect. But beautiful architecture is meaningless without true social acceptance. And that is where the Croatia model shines. The relationship between the state and the Muslim community is bound by a strict legal agreement that guarantees practical rights. Under this system, the government officially funds Islamic religious education inside public schools, and the state even pays the salaries of Islamic teachers. A highly regulated national halal certification system exists, and chaplaincy services are provided in hospitals, prisons, and the military. Even in daily life, local employers naturally cooperate to allow Muslim workers time off for Friday congregational prayers. More importantly, the acceptance is organic. In the busy streets of Zagreb or Split, you will see Muslim women wearing the hijab in corporate offices and universities without facing a single judgmental glance. During the holy month of Ramadan, public iftar gatherings are a common sight, where non-Muslim neighbors, friends, and local leaders sit down to break bread together. Croatia has successfully proven a powerful truth. When a country respects its minorities and protects their identity, they don't become a threat or a burden, they become a priceless asset to the nation. In a world that feels increasingly divided, where fear of the other is constantly weaponized, Croatia stands as a glowing beacon of hope. It reminds us that the so-called clash of civilizations is not an inevitability, it is a failure of policy and empathy. Tolerance is a deliberate choice built on progressive laws, smart leadership, and mutual respect. In this corner of Europe, Islam is neither a threat nor a mystery. It is simply a beautiful, vibrant color in the rich tapestry of Croatian life. And perhaps that is the ultimate lesson Croatia offers to the rest of the world. When you accept people for who they truly are, you don't weaken your society, you make it infinitely richer and stronger. What are your thoughts on the Croatia model? Do you think big Western nations can learn something from this small European country? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the world's untold stories and hidden histories, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching Hidden Globe, and we will see you in the next exploration.